Well, we're back. Norman Woodstock Spalding, bare bones broadcaster. I'm an idiot. And I'm on the chip off a block of one. When you come from an idiot, what else can you be? Saith the Lord to me. So here I am. That's why the Lord holds no grudge. The Lord doesn't have, you ask the Lord for forgiveness, that's impossible because the Lord doesn't have a grudge to forgive. There ain't no forgiveness of the Lord, that's asinine. Do not ask forgiveness where there is none. The Lord doesn't understand forgiveness or grudge, either one. You're a chip off the block of an idiot. And that's what you have to admit. And go from there. Now then. I'm a benevolent dictator. A man once told me the only government that works is a benevolent dictator. Now, ever since I heard that the only government that works is a benevolent dictator, the lights came on. That man called Dracula out of a grave. That remark called Dracula out of the grave. My eyes went like this. For the first time in centuries, beyond your count. Dracula's eyes blinked. Dun, 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 dun. La, 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 la. And Dracula came away. Well, what I realize there's only one law as benevolent dictator to pass. And you're not incarcerated, I just work on your mind. Needs a little work. Kind of like a child that's been molested and doesn't know it. That kind of kidnapping. Now, here's the only reason you get arrested before I work on your mind as a benevolent dictator. The only one on the planet. Kind of like the supply right now. Some of your products only come from one place, like oil. I'm like oil. I'm oil. Here it is. Misusing terminology. Using a term out of definition. For example, calling this money. You'd be arrested. I'd make sure you understood what this is, and you'd never call that money. It'd be currency, or debt, or certificate of stupidity, or something. Do you understand? Do you understand? The Hausnationality Bundnatka. I don't know how to make it any clearer. That simplifies a lot of things, and these complex situations are usually from term misuse. The word complex comes when terms are used accurately with this planet in description. It is extremely simple and obvious to watch. Very evident, lovely place to be. You see sequence of events which demands the understanding of created. In other words, a pre-written script. There's a pre-written script unfolding. You back up, remember more to precise anything. And then you'll see each thing is a cotter pin, each experience, and very precisely defined. And only precisely or specifically defined, and there's no other explanation available of that term. That term, no other term, and it can't be used anywhere else. There is absolutely no synonyms happening here at all. Ever could be, ever will be, never going to happen. Synonym. Wrong. No such animal. If you want a synonym, it would be creation or function. And that synonym, do you get a picture? Huh? The word curious, do you get a picture? Or see, terms give you pictures. Then you put the picture in your mind, the mosaic, and you walk in it and you live. That's what it's for. You see if those terms get presented, the picture in your mind, you're floating upside down, worse than weightlessness. You got gravity, all right, it pulls you right down on your head. And that's not so. You're walking on the bottom of your feet on topsoil. This planet only does one thing, it floods in topsoil. That's all it does. The oceans are minor compared to the water in the topsoil. Without the water in the topsoil, there is no water. Where's water? All the water's in topsoil. Is there any topsoil to hold the water? Well, of course. Now there's a problem. No topsoil, no water. Aye, aye, aye. And that's the only where water is in the topsoil on the surface. Topsoil on the surface. Top it. Uh-oh, this could get topsoil on the surface. Topsoil on the surface. Topsoil on the surface. Topsoil on the surface. Will you stop it, please? Topsoil on the surface. Surface. Topsoil on the surface. Feel it. Topsoil on the surface. Topsoil on the surface. Topsoil on the surface. Topsoil. I'm not going to speak. I'm resisting. Topsoil on the surface. Hops out. Oh. Topsoil on the surface is all we have. Floodplain, the rivers only do one thing, they flood. Oh, you stop it. I'm being controlled by an outside influence, lady. Someone, it could be Central Intelligence. He could be doing this. Planted something in my mind. Or it could be my puka. Get out. I'm putting my hand over my mouth and it's pulling it back. Topsoil on the surface. This is a pre-written script. Topsoil on the surface.